You know, being a gamer probably has to be one of the most saddest hobbies out there, right next to being an anime fan. Because the one feeling that you'll be feeling the most being a gamer is disappointment. We know this feeling, we're absolute master of it. How much times have a game came out that you're excited for, and it just launched absolutely bad? And I really don't need to talk about the state of modern gaming, because I have talked about it. I'm positive that every YouTuber on the planet who plays games has talked about it, how absolutely terrible it is, how most games just release as absolute unplayable buggy messes. And because of that, we have kind of turned into these grizzled veterans where we're never like moved when any game released. And this has continued happening because one big game that a lot of people were looking forward to ever since the first trailer was a game known as Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart was a game that I remember seeing the trailer for on E3. I don't remember what E3, but the first trailer of the game is absolutely amazing. I generally think the Atomic Heart introduction trailer probably has to be one of the best trailers ever released. And the trailer just you have to go back watch because it's amazing. The world looks absolutely amazing. The soundtrack they played look amazing. And just the combat of it just looks so fun. And it instantly made the game a must play for a lot of people. Well, now the game has released and the reviews has not really been that great. Now look, I know a lot of people don't take reviews seriously. A lot of review YouTubers that a lot of people have taken seriously has ended up talking about the game, and they're saying that the game isn't really that good. And now since more people are playing the game, it's really torn in 50-50. Now, I'm gonna be honest when it comes to me with Atomic Heart. This was a game that I wasn't really going to buy. I just lost hope in buying most games. I'm at the point of like my gaming journey where I buy games when it's on Steam sale, like half off a couple months and later, and then I'll go buy the game. And the only real thing I'll play day one is like Destiny. I know how sad that sounds. Oh, really? The only thing you're gonna buy day one is Destiny expansions, even though, let's be honest, Bungie has one of the worst track records of all time if the thing that they're gonna release is good or bad. Yes, I know, but I don't care, okay? I bought the Lightfall Deluxe Edition. I spent $99 on content that I'm probably not even gonna play half of, and I'm gonna be excited when I play the game day one, and I'm gonna be happy, and you can't do anything to stop me, because once you get into Destiny, you can't stop. But this has always made me think about one feeling, and I think it's a feeling that's more like looked down upon these days, and that is hype. I remember back then when hype used to be at the max. Now let's go back in time before Cyberpunk released. We all know how bad the game was. But back in the day before the game released, this was the number one thing in the world. Everyone and their mom, and I'm assuming your grandpa, was excited for Cyberpunk. This was the game that you had to play. Every single reveal trailer, every single developer interview that the game has was watched by all eyes. And everyone was saying that this was going to be the best game of all time. They hyped up this game so much that this was going to be the game that was basically going to change the world. They said it was going to be like the first real next-gen game, and it was going to completely change and define the open world view of games. That gaming will be seen differently. This will be a bigger launch than GTA 5, which they were partly right because the game ended up releasing and it's absolutely plummeted. We all know how buggy and terrible that game was, and it was tough, especially to see all the people who were super hyped live off Copian. Now, when I ended up seeing this happening, I kind of ended up looking at the sideline because I had that feeling before. I already made a video on this back then, but a game known as Destiny 2, which is ironic that I still play the game, ended up launching extremely bad. And when this game launched extremely bad, it absolutely like made me lose all section of hype. I'm not even joking. Ever since that game released, it changed me. I haven't really been hyped for any form of media since, and I became like the ultimate doomer when it comes to like these games. And every time when a game or anime get released, I always have my expectations extremely low, not really expecting the game to be like really good. But I think the worst feeling to see when it comes to gaming is Hopian. I'm gonna be honest. I am part of a community that lives off Hopian. It's not really gaming, but I guess it's something related because they do have a game, and it's the Uma Musume community. Now look, I know I talk about this like stupid little anime a lot, but this is a franchise that basically only exists in Japan. No one else in the world really cares about it, and I don't think it's because we don't have a big fan base. I think it's because a lot of people aren't vocal about it, and because of that, the company who owns the game could not literally care less about anywhere else in the world. It's basically a Japan only company. If you want to do anything related to that franchise, you basically can't because none of it is localized, and you gotta hope that fans localize it, and there's not really a lot of fans out there. So everyone in the community kind of just lives on 1% Hopian, just hoping that one day the people who make the game will suddenly just care about their local audience. Like that's just gonna magically happen. They're gonna start caring about the global audience, even though we know the chance of that happening is literally zero. But the amount of people who act like every time they do announcements, like literally on their YouTube channel, they'll do like announcement trailers or announcements live streams to see what they're doing with their franchise. Every time that happens, you literally have a group of people saying that this is literally going to be a time when they finally make a global release. And it's just sad to see this stuff happen. When I see situations in games launch like this, I do really get sad because I do miss the days being hyped, especially for me. I can't do doing anymore. But let me go back to Destiny. As we're recording this video, a week from now, Destiny 2 Lightfall is going to launch, which is like one of the most hyped Destiny expansions out there. You have a lot of people excited for it, but I just can't really feel the hype. I can't really hop on the hype train, like be super duper excited and like pumping my fists off 24/7, saying like, finally, this is the time when the expansions launch, and this is when I'm going to be the happiest. I just don't really feel that anymore, and it just really sucks. But hey, this is the way it is. Anyway, this is something I want to talk about. My name is Lou. See you.